dogs. It's the fucking dogs.
Caleb Williams cooked. Find out today. You know what he said?
Do I know what he said?
Yeah, about the quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, no, I actually don't know.
He said he was not happy about Matthew Stafford's top 100 rating. He thinks he's a top 2 quarterback in the league.
Type shit.
With number 1 being Aaron Rodgers.
Saying on business.
Okay. All right. Okay. He's slick.
I thought you were gonna say apparently he told I don't know the entire story about it, but I guess he told the locker room to clean up. I'm guessing with the dress. And I was like, that was weird.
I think he was talking. I thought he was talking about the locker room, actual trash and shit.
Well, that's what I thought. But then I listened to something else that had said nothing about that, more about their appearance and whatnot, I guess. Because if you're talking about cleaning up the locker room, that is different. They should be cleaning it up, which he still could have been talking about that. But
you're looking at DJ Moore like you're telling me you walked in the locker room without your red bottoms on.
He slapped that ass.
I didn't think it was about appearances. I thought it was about just being just better at football or something. I forgot what I thought I saw. I didn't think it was about actual appearances though.
Yeah, if it's about appearances, that's crazy. I definitely thought it was more pickup trash.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
But honestly, a lot of people were giving him criticism about that too. I was like, I mean, you want him to be the leader of the team, right? I don't give a fuck if he's a rookie or not. Let him lead.
Yeah, so I guess that's what they were giving him shit about, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I mean, yeah, sure, it's the Stafford's job and custodians to clean up, but I mean, there's no reason for you to empty a Gatorade bottle and then just leave it there. I mean, you might as well take it to the trash.
Yeah, y'all grown-ass people.
It'll find its way there.
That's crazy.
I saw a rumor. I'm going to go with that. It's possibly true. Apparently, Caleb Williams is taking after the TB12 diet.
Yeah, I heard of that too. I heard about that.
Which we'll see how that goes. Because I know that diet sucks from what I've read about it.
What exactly is it?
Either you can't. There's a lot of stuff you can't eat, or based on the diet, there's a lot of stuff you can't eat, like red meat. Basically, boxed foods. Basically, cutting out a lot of sugar. No ice cream. No nothing. No alcohol.
Kind of keto.
That's tough. Wonder if diet and stuff has been something that Caleb Williams I don't know, based on his performance and shit, you would think that that's not something that has been a problem. I wonder if that's been something that coaches have told him you got to get that under control or something.
It could be that, or it could be because he mentally wants to be Tom Brady, win a bunch of championships and stuff, and Tom Brady has
I see that.
Well, it's more than the diet when it comes to Tom Brady, obviously, but
it's that discipline instilling it.
Yeah, it's the mentals, it's everything else too. Which Caleb Williams physically is better than Brady ever was. So, in terms of arm strength, athleticism, and all that.
How good we think he's going to be off rip?
I think that depends on the offense. Because they like the offensive scheme. Because the offense seems to be has good pieces around him. In terms of DJ Moore, Cole Kmet. I think they have another tight end too. They have a couple of other receivers. I think a nice running back by committee, and the offensive line is better than people think it is. But it'll just come down to the offensive scheme. I think more than anything, because Caleb Williams I think has it to be good. I think most QBs taken in the top 5, but I don't know
if you're asking me the over/under on whether he's better than Jay Cutler, I'm gonna say under.
Say,
but I don't know if he'll do what C.J. Stroud did his rookie year. C.J. Stroud did something different. We talked about it, Austin and I, but it's reminiscent of Andrew Luck, the way Andrew Luck was his rookie year. And that was 14 years ago.
We're the real lucky ones for getting to watch that career.
Too bad he
Cut too short.
couldn't fucking learn to slide. Got tired of all the injuries, but he would slide.
So he's not helping himself.
And his offensive line was pretty atrocious from like the middle end of his career.
Probably trying to slide in every way but football.
So one thing that might kill Joe Burrow too, because he's talked about it, and he basically has kind of said, not really going to slide. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't want to.
It's like a mindset thing of wanting to be tough or whatever. It's like, that doesn't matter. You're not
Mike Tolbert.
Yeah, it is too effeminate to like lay on your side and kind of like everybody else is standing up. You're just like, I'm gonna take a nap here.
It's like you're not a running back. You're not used to even taking those hits over and over. And if you're not going to slide, the defenders can do everything they can to hit you as hard as they can.
And I don't know if you want to be a running back because their lifespan is way fucking shorter than most quarterbacks.
They usually get shot after like 2 or 3 years.
They put down.
Take him to the back.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think those legs they're getting a little tired. No, Coach.
Frank Gore has missed 12 assassination attempts. They just keep on trying. He's like Fidel.
I was hoping he would come out of retirement to play with his son. I believe his son was drafted this past year or undrafted. Frank Gore.
Elijah been talking shit to me about Frank Gore.
What do you mean?
He's saying that he shouldn't be a Hall of Famer. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about?
He shouldn't be a first ballot, but he definitely should be a Hall of Famer. Holy shit, his son ran a 4.69.
Has there ever been a time when he was a top 3 running back in the league?
Maybe, but that was more so before our time. Like, or at least for me, I didn't start watching football until middle school. But there were
how many fucking years in the league was he before then?
He was on the 01 Miami team, so he would have been drafted somewhere between 02 and 04, I think. Because he played so long. Like, he probably played 7 years longer than he really should have. Let's see, last team was in 2020. He was drafted in 05, so he played with the 49ers from 05 to 14. But I would say he was a top 5 running back some years in his career, his prime with the 49ers.
Gotta be. Like, do you think he's better than Darren Sproles, peak for peak?
Yeah. Darren Sproles was good at one thing, while Frank Gore was the better running back.
Trying to think of other adjacent running backs.
Michael Turner?
You think they're on the same level?
No, I was asking you, Frank Gore or Michael Turner.
I would take Frank Gore for sure.
What about
peak for peak? I think Michael Turner that 1 year was a dog, though.
Yeah, Michael Turner was very good, especially that 1 year.
But I still would probably I definitely take Frank Gore's career, no doubt.
Who's the other one I wanted to say? Frank Gore and Sean Alexander was drafted in like 2000 or 2001.
His peak was crazy.
Yeah. There's someone else at a similar time frame with Frank Gore I wanted to say. Oh, Steven Jackson. Frank Gore.
I thought about him too. His Falcon run.
Steven Jackson's peak, oh man, was very good.
Very high as well. I don't think he was ever. You think he was top 3? Maybe for like a year or two.
Because I mean, LT would definitely during the basically the early to late 2000s was probably top 3 for the most part.
It's just interesting to me how fans / teams value, like, I think most people would prefer, and of course I love Terrell Davis, like from a dog perspective, but
correct.
But from a career perspective, like you would rather have like how many 7 years he played or whatever that were like pretty elite versus like 15 that were like mostly productive but never like top end elite.
Terrell Davis only had like 2 elite years. He only played like 4 or 5 seasons, I think.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I feel like most people would say they'd rather have Terrell Davis over Frank Gore, and that's just kind of insane to me. Like, I probably would prefer the consistent production there of Frank, even if it's not like world breaking. You know, you're at least getting like a reliable guy for fucking 15 years or however long it was.
A few other 2000s running backs, Edgerrin James,
He was a dog too.
Clinton Portis,
He was the dog too.
Fred Taylor, Tiki Barber. He was more late 90s, early 2000s, though. Brian Westbrook.
Mmm.
Willis McGahee, which he was on that 01 Miami team.
I almost said him earlier whenever I was thinking Terrell Davis.
And there's some other, Deuce McAllister, if you remember him from the Saints. Thomas Jones. Some of these guys, though, like there's Willie Parker I see on here. He had like 2 good years. Joseph Adai was good like 1 season with the Colts.
Jamal
Lewis.
or Jamal Charles.
Oh, Jamal Charles is so good.
See, Jamal had like Charles to me was like he was in top 3 conversations for at least like 3 or 4 years in that little mid run.
Mm-hmm. Larry Johnson had 2 elite seasons in the mid 2000s where he got in trouble with steroids. Ricky Williams, he only retired the first time because he was smoking weed. The NFL didn't like it.
You'd have to smoke so much weed to still be high, like after your warm ups.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was it Josh Jacobs that recently said that he did cocaine before a high school game one time?
I don't know. That's crazy.
Look that shit up.
Where's
bro.
our fucking racer?
I actually saw that video. It was crazy.
Bro, imagine his ass. His ass is crazy, bro. Like
I think he said 337 yards and 4 touchdowns.
he went nuts.
It looks like it was Brandon Jacobs, the Giants running back.
Brandon Jacobs, yeah, not Josh Jacobs.
He was like 6'4", fucking 260 in the NFL, bro, as a running back. I don't know, 4.56, 37-inch vert. Get this dude. What the fuck? But yeah, I say he ran for 330 yards half when he did it. Imagine that motherfucker, probably 6'2", 220 at minimum, probably in high school when he was carrying that ball.
fucking crazy.
I do know some athletes do, like Marshawn Lynch has talked about it. He would drink he drink like a glass of whiskey or like a shot or 2 before games. I know Clinton Portis did the same thing.
Shit dogs breaking news. Oh my fucking god, dog.
Big RFK Jr. story.
Oh, I need to hear.
It's a good one, man. I don't know how he keeps doing it. Here's the title. This is an NPR article. RFK Jr. admits to dumping a dead bear in Central Park, solving a decade-old mystery.
I love this timeline we're in. This timeline's going better than I could ever imagine.
You're a liar.
So RFK Jr. told on himself last Sunday. He said he was tailing a car 10 years ago and it hit a bear, and then he stopped and he like took some pictures with the bear with its like bloody dead fucking head. He opened its mouth and put his hand in its mouth, and he took some pictures with it, and then he picked it up off the road and put it in his trunk or something, because he said he was going to, quote, skin the bear later. He said it was still in very good condition, and he loves putting roadkill meat in his refrigerator. He also added that it's technically legal in New York to get a bear tag so you can take home roadkill bear. The bear never made it back to his Westchester home, however. He says he got waylaid by a really busy day of falcon training, which I guess he had the bear in his fucking trunk of his car this whole time. He said, then I had to go to the airport, quote, and the bear was still in my car, and I didn't want to leave the bear in the car because that would have been bad. Then, as he put it, quote, the little bit of redneck in me had an idea. Kennedy just happened to have an old bike in his car, which he said someone had asked him to get rid of. He recalled that the city had just put in bike lanes after a number of serious accidents, and he decided to stage the bear in Central Park as if it had been hit by a bike. He said, I wasn't drinking, of course, but people were drinking with me who thought it was a good idea. Fucking, I was just like, okay, whatever, you guys are crazy. So they went and dumped that thing in Central Park. 6-month-old, 44-pound cub is what a dog walker stumbled upon about 10 years ago in October in the middle of fucking Central Park.
You guys lived.
Yeah, I think he definitely hit that fucking, that bear himself.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's like, yeah, car in front of me hit that shit. Probably saw that bear fucking emerging out of the woods looking mystical. Fucking, its mom right behind it. He was like swerving off the fucking highway to hit it.
Like a true freak.
And yeah, it seems like he shared this story because the New Yorker had just picked up like the full story. So he's like trying to get in front of it. And at the end of the story, he said, quote, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they're gonna spin this one.
I wouldn't look forward to that.
They don't need to do much, though.
I think that shit wrote itself.
He also brought up the brain worm. He said, maybe posing with my hands inside the bear's bloody mouth is where I got my brain worm. I doubt it. I don't know why he felt the need to bring that up.
He just had to remind you, like, in case you forgot.
Yeah. He said, don't forget the lore here. I think he's been asking Trump as nice as possible if he can get like a cabinet seat in a future presidency. And Trump's been like, no.
Pretty please.
Trump said, quote, I would love for you to do something.
I swear to God, bro, Trump really fucked up by not being like the greatest comedian of all time, dude. That shit would have been, could have been so much more productive than what he's doing now.
Well, the Olympics have almost totally started and completed since our last pod. Team USA basketball out there undefeated despite some good challenges.
Today, gold medal.
And yeah, they're it was like 2 hours, 3 hours from now. They got the finals with France. Will they be chomping down on that gold biscuit? What do you guys think?
I'd like to
Is
think
Evan
so,
Fournier gonna have a fucking triple double?
but he's still playing.
I guarantee you, he will not have a triple double.
He's still playing for France. I actually think I'm thinking of Nicholas Batum, though. I think he gets way more playing time.
That inside defense is crazy though for France
Yeah.
with Gobert and.
I think the last game they only played Gobert like fucking 7 minutes, though.
As they should.
Motherfucker provides minimal offense for you.
Yeah, it's too much of a liability on that end.
I actually think the bronze medal game is either just happened or is currently happening.
It already happened. Serbia won.
Yeah. Did you guys see Josh Giddey when they lost? He said, "Now I gotta wait 4 more years for this or for this again or whatever." I forget what the exact quote was. People were making fun of it and basically saying people are gonna beat the shit out of this with him because he was caught with the underage woman allegedly.
Yeah. He said like, "There's no way I could wait 4 more years."
Yeah.
Absolutely no way.
Not bad, but you? Yeah, good. It's my wife Trish.
This is about to be so awesome.
What's going on, man?
Why does it come from like Emory?
He does have that vibe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I just bring them down there.
Oh, okay. Just putting it down there.
Real easy, nothing too crazy.
Cool. That'll work. We can get it done. Oh, get this open. Yeah. Work for us or whatever.
Sounded like that man just walked straight in the door.
Yeah, I'm confused as to how Chris has allowed this to happen. Is that a woman?
Not working? Yeah, I can hold the door open.
I hope this is the rest of the pod. We just get no shit.
Alright, let's see, which way are we gonna have to I think when I brought it in, I told you to do this. No, this that way.
Probably is like landlady or something.
Wow, they are immediately getting to work.
Oh, they're taking that thing over the edge. They're taking that thing outside.
I'm trying to get it up over the rail.
And now just toss it. Oh, we landed on a car. Everybody look away. Everybody back inside.
I wonder if she brought like little treats,
Little homemade cookies.
like Rice Krispie treats or something.
Okay.
Keep everybody's energy going. We gotta get the energy up in here. Everybody do a bump.
That would be fire.
Take a bump before the pod and be like Brandon Jacobs and feel like I ran 330 yards in my high school game for this pod.
I took a bump before every day of high school, before every class, just so I could be the best student.
Whatever it takes, bro.
Yeah, I took a bump before learning lab. Shit had me focused, dude.
He needed it.
Needed to focus up so I could get in my car, go drive to Subway, get a sandwich.
That shit was crucial.
So they got weed smoking at the Olympics now. It's a synchronized smoking.
That shit would go crazy, actually, though.
I saw Borderlands yesterday.
Oh yeah.
You guys see?
What'd you think?
Well, I'll start off with. Did you guys see what its score is on Rotten Tomatoes?
Ass.
I heard it's getting railed.
It was 0%, and last I saw it was 3%.
Okay. Trickling up, just like our economics.
Now, I usually don't read that stuff because I kind of, for the most part, don't care about those scores.
Yeah.
But it's at 10% now. But I
How many reviews have you left personally?
I liked it.
Have you been doing art?
The biggest problem that I had with it when watching it, it was less. I mean, if you've played Borderlands, it's definitely Borderlands, but it's less Borderlands, more a origin story than anything. Or Lilith, who's one of the characters.
That's Kate Blanchett, right?
Yeah. Which she was good. Jack Black was good as Claptrap, but the story just didn't really. It's because the CEO of Gearbox is the creator of the Borderlands franchise. He says what he wants is like what the MCU has done. That's what he wants for Borderlands. It's like movies, they all connect.
Yep.
Problem is this first one.
That's what everybody wants nowadays.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy because like DC nowadays is doing like the one-offs almost instead of like bringing them all together, and it's almost been arguably better with Robert Pattinson, the Batman, and the Joker.
Yeah.
Then now the Superman movie, which I believe it's going to be its own thing and not be involved in a combined universe. But
I think the new Superman movie, they actually are like trying to
is
the
it?
universe around that one. Yeah.
Are they connecting other like the Joker or Batman to it, or is it they're just like building a new universe with Superman as the focus?
Yeah. Yeah, the latter. I believe that's the case. I don't know.
I still would say if you played the Borderlands games and you've loved them, you should go see it, or wait for it to come to streaming. But if you haven't, you're probably not going to enjoy it that much.
Another big movie that came out, Deadpool Wolverine.
So
I was
good.
a big fan.
What are the thoughts on that one?
If I didn't have to work yesterday, my dad and I probably would have watched that back to back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, because I thought about it, and I was like, I have to work from 8 to noon. And I was like, I'm not really gonna want to watch.
I can see that being a good dad movie. Running it back, those a little crazy.
There's,
Go ahead.
you can go ahead,
I
big
was
fella.
just gonna say we gotta be careful on spoilers because Chris still hasn't seen it.
Who gives a fuck about Chris? Yeah, fuck him.
That's how your couch feels right now.
Literally.
So, dude, it fucking smells out here. This isn't funny.
Where do you think he's gonna end up?
To the dump.
Hopefully in the garbage. Loki, I think while I was gone in Houston, apartment, like my like little apartment part, I think someone must have got like bed bugs or something because I came back and I'm pretty sure it has bed bugs now.
Damn.
Yeah, so hopefully it goes straight to the trash.
I feel like I've heard bed bugs are like big Houston problem.
Is
That's crazy. Where'd you hear that from?
are you lying right now? Are you lying right now?
Bugs are generally a lot worse in the south.
There were a lot of bugs there. I will give you that. Ton of bugs in the area. Bed bugs, I don't know. I don't know about that.
The Texas city Houston is the third worst nationally for bed bug infestations.
Wild.
According to Austin, an Austin fucking news channel.
They're just trying to put dirt in that man's name. They're like, we're the best city in Texas. Not Houston.
Yeah.
Not Dallas, us.
I do not go over
Relocate
there,
the Mavericks already.
It is so bad.
Couch throwing. Now that should be an Olympic sport.
Wait, what should be?
Couch throwing. How far can you get it? You guys want to hear the 10 weirdest sports in Olympic Games history according to GQ?
I guess, dude. You got them on you.
Yeah, man, I got some anomalies here, huh? Huh? Huh?
Just drop the Lord.
Huh?
Just drop the Lord.
Golly, you sound like a fucking Bloodborne NPC. So at number 10 we got solo synchronized swimming, officially known as artistic swimming. Is dancing in the water or on a horse or on ice.
Triathlon.
Considered an Olympic sport. And then GQ questions why ballroom dancing is not a sport if that's the case. And they say that's neither here nor there. The real point of synchronized swimming is to have a whole team of participants performing in perfect unison. But somehow, the Olympic overlords decided that solo synchronized swimming was worthy of inclusion in 1984, 1988, and 1992? Why'd they bring it back after over 100 years? Fucking, they're looking through the records like, yeah, this
People
needs
like
to
this.
see the light of day again.
How does that shit get decided? Is there like a committee?
I guess so. Probably some
There's always a committee for
secret
everything.
fucking.
Everything needs a committee. Committee this, committee that. I'm about to commit these felons.
Yeah, it's probably the fucking Illuminati or something. Because why else would they pick number 9, horse long jump and horse high jump?
That kind of goes hard.
Yeah, it is just like the horse though. I mean, I guess they got the jockey on there. He's like telling it to go the fuck faster. But yeah, really gotta be giving it to the horse. Yeah,
Is the horse getting the medal?
Exactly like they sound. I hope there's 2 medals. I'm not sure.
The horse isn't getting the medal. That is an absolute. That is a shit show, dude.
They win the event, and right after they just get shot.
Might as well, dude.
Horses do be like getting shot a lot, like getting euthanized a lot. I feel like
They should be eating ribs while they're on the podium.
Because we bred them to be very unsustainable.
yeah, could have just been breeding camels, but nah. People said, "Look, what is that on his foot? A camel toe? Oh, I don't want to see that. Gross."
That's exactly what they said.
I was there when they said it.
Yep.
I can confirm.
Yep, I'm Lawrence of Arabia. That was me. So, yeah, those took place in Paris 1900. You'll notice that's a trend for a lot of these fucking weird-ass sports. Next, we got plunge for distance.
I'm more of a plunge for speed type of guy.
Yeah. Never go the full distance. I guess.
I'm here for a good time, not long term.
So this was actually at the 1904 games in St. Louis. Which, can we talk about how like everybody at the turn of the 20th century thought St. Louis was like next up as like the biggest city of all time? Because they had the 1904 Olympics and the 1904 World's Fair, fucking like the same summer.
Yeah, but it was totally fucked up, so they didn't deserve it.
What makes you say that?
The exhibits of black people and indigenous people and things like that, showing them off and forcing them to go against white athletes to prove white superiority. It was a big mess.
Damn.
But also, I think the U.S. won 231 medals that year, most all ever, I think. So that's cool.
I saw this Instagram reel the other day that just like captured my attention, like to watch the whole damn thing, even though it was like 5 minutes long. But it was Jesse Owens, the Olympics in Berlin, where he won the 100 meter or whatever, and he got like first place, and then like second place I think was a Nazi. He was doing the Sig Heil right next to him as he like did the American salute, and it was like him and the Nazi guy like actually made really good friends apparently, like while they were racing and like together at the Olympics. And the Nazi guy actually walked with his arm and Jesse Owens' arm like up to the podium or whatever.
No way, bruh.
And then like World War II broke out, and the Nazi guy was like sent to war, and he was like in like fucking Italy or Spain or maybe even North Africa or something. He was like writing Jesse Owens like, "They're gonna kill my ass out here. I need you to, when this war is over, I need you to go find my son and tell him like who his father was, and like, cause you're my best friend, like you know everything about me." Sounds like drunk history right now. And
you're my best friend.
Fucking he did that, like he died like fucking like a week later or something. And then Jesse Owens in like 1948 or something went over to Germany and like found his son, and like there's video of him like talking to him and shit apparently. Crazy little Olympic story.
History is crazy.
It's always the top few percent messing it up for everyone else. Normal Olympic athletes can get along just fine, but you gotta bring in politics, and then everything gets all muddled. Back in my day,
I am like hella surprised that Hitler didn't just kill that guy as soon as he saw him like linking arms with Jesse.
On the podium. Immediately.
But I guess he had bigger fish to fry, like Poland in 1939. Number 7 on the list. 3,000 meter steeplechase?
What?
Jeez.
So it's hurdles and water jump.
Yeah, it's a steeplechase.
I've never even heard of this. I was like, what's this steeple they're chasing? I still don't know.
It's like a big hurdle, not that big, but it's like a hurdle, and it's like a bit more than a puddle. It's got some depth to it, but yeah, like right after the hurdle, it's just you gotta like go straight into just like a thing of water. Do that over and over again.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's like you're running in like a torrential downpour from the police or something. Just fucking.
I don't know about that. It's not consistent.
Hop over every fence fucking possible. Fucking splashdown time. Don't care about getting these fucking shoes wet, dude. GQ says, why not chuck in a section where they have to do egg and spoon or crawl under a net? I don't know what that means. It must be British humor.
What is it? I think it's just a callback to like back in like elementary, middle school when you would do. I don't know if you guys did it, but you do like
a field day thing.
Like field day, and you do like events like that. That basically talking. I think they're saying it's just like a childish like, what's the point of the steeplechase? It's like a child's race or something.
I trod egg and spoon, then you wanna jump around in puddles, get all wet. Number 6 on the list, we got live pigeon shooting. Paris, 1900. Can you imagine it?
Fuck yeah.
You are trying to kill as many wild pigeons as possible. Is the whole sport. If you miss 2 pigeons in a row, you were out. You're eliminated.
The pigeons get the gun if you miss.
Yeah, it's a fucking duel. You get one, they get one. The event was won by Belgium's Leon de London. Whew. Try saying that even one time fast. Not get a boner.
Whoa. That's crazy.
I'll tell you what else is fucking stiffening.
My God. Stop.
Is the fucking rigor mortis that 21 pigeons had after he quote unquote euthanized them. Is what GQ says. I don't know, man. I don't think they're asking.
They said they wanted to be put down. Why else would they be pigeons?
Yeah. Obviously this animal has the worst existence and we're doing it a favor. By the end of the event, more than 300 mangled pigeons were dead on the field.
Jesus, dude. When did you say that was?
That had to be a hell of a cleanup. You said when? Paris,
century.
1900.
Can you imagine if they brought that shit back today?
They should do it totally.
A lot of upset people.
Totally different animal, like fucking dog or cat hunting or something.
Holy fuck, that would be crazy.
Human hunting.
Whoa.
Isn't there a Black Mirror episode on that? Am I tripping?
Probably.
There's like an episode where they're all like kind of hunting that one person. There's a movie not too long ago that like they kept trying to release it, and it was like Most Dangerous Game style movie, like almost exactly like rich people trying to gather up a bunch of guys. And that was kind of like the modern take on it. It was like very rich people trying to gather up poor people and like hunt them.
Yeah.
They kept trying to release it, and like a mass shooting would happen. Like,
oh yeah, I remember that.
It's like 2020 or something.
Yeah.
2019. And they were like, okay, let's just release it next year. And like, I think one time they even retitled it too.
They're like, this is too sensitive of a moment right now. Like,
to assume that you're like so connected to that over like, all these other movies that are coming out with gun violence is a little weird. But
yeah.
Number 5, modern pentathlon. This event is still going today. is about as modern as cave painting. I hate this fucking article.
You chose to do this.
This is the one I was telling you guys about. Participants.
This is the worst
take
day of my
part-
life.
No, I hate this writer, but he's summed up some facts that I appreciate. You know, they take part in swimming, fencing, show jumping, long distance running, and pistol shooting. I assume they gotta do it all at once with the pistol in their like fucking pants the whole time, waiting to shoot that.
Yeah, pistol in their pants.
Little pissy in the pants.
Don't forget your pissy when you go out swimming. Number 4, pistol dueling. 1912 Stockholm Olympics. Participants weren't actually firing at each other. The brave men taking part had to fire at mannequins dressed in little coats.
No shot.
And then in parentheses, the writer felt the need to say dueling being the sport of gentlemen. I don't know what they're talking about. There was targets painted on the mannequins as well.
Oh, what did they look like, dude? Fuck.
Oh, no, I didn't even consider this could be racist. Next, we got number 3, the 200 meter swimming obstacle race. Paris, 1900. Swimmers had to climb up a pole, clamber over a row of boats, and swim under another row of boats in a sort of Olympic version of Wipeout.
Bro, Wipeout should be a part of the Olympics, straight up, dude.
That would be so good.
And Deadliest
That would be
Warrior,
crazy.
dude.
And to be a millionaire, dude.
Yeah, fucking deal or no deal.
Jeopardy. Not for real, all those I would watch in the Olympics, so. So I already watch them. Might as well make them Olympics. Family Feud Olympics.
They should. Have they ever done one where Steve's family is on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God, bro.
It's the first time I saw Steve's wife.
What's the
Not the last
detail?
time.
Yeah, what's the details on that one?
I thought she was kind of bad. I could have missed off.
Are you fucking serious right now?
I think that was the case.
Damn, for real, Steve? Let's see what Steve got going on.
Yeah, she's bad.
It's the mustache, dude.
Let's see if she's been reading that book of his. Dang, okay, Steve.
Unbelievable.
Steve!
Why do I feel like I've seen her before?
Probably have.
You probably watched the Family Feud episode because I think the list Sam sent in our group chat had that one, that family one on there.
Oh, okay. Was her daughter on there?
I don't know if I should answer that question for you.
I know.
Her daughter's famous for being with Future.
Wow,
Oh, I didn't know
that's
that.
crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the whole I Never Liked You is rumored to be kind of at least partially influenced by that, their fallout.
Wow.
What the fuck, dude? This shit's too small sometimes.
What?
This fucking world, man, is too small.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
Guy
she's...
gets fucking pissed every time it's a small world.
I can't remember if it was before or after, but I'm pretty sure she was also with Michael Jordan's son.
What the fuck?
She's been with everybody. What are you talking about?
She's for the streets.
Yeah, she's been around the famous men.
3 out of 4 shit dogs.
Yeah, she ran through the shit dogs too. Don't get... There's been a lot of Family Feud around here.
Steve's first name is Broderick. Fun fact. Broderick Stephen Harvey.
Wow, why wouldn't they switch those first names?
Lori Harvey is adopted?
Whoa, I did not know that.
What?
apparently she's okay. So she's Steve Harvey's wife's blood daughter, but Steve, I guess, actually went through like adoption process with her.
Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
Steve's
Nice.
current wife. Steve's been married before as well. This isn't his first wife.
He's been around the block.
Yeah. It's all in the family.
Broderick, excuse me.
Roderick or Broderick?
Broderick with a B.
Like Jones.
Yeah.
Bro, Diddy dated Lori Harvey too?
I'm telling you, bro, it's craziness out here.
49 years old, dating a 22-year-old.
Yeah, the
It's craziness out here.
fucking Diddy. Yikes.
Diddy's the one that recently came out being
Oh yeah, boy. That
proof
is-
of being a weirdo, I guess.
Yeah, he's a
Yo.
show.
Yo. Number 2. Art. From Stockholm 1912 to London 1948, medals were awarded for sport-inspired artworks, from literature to architecture to music to painting to sculpture to fucking anything.
How do we feel about that?
I hate it, actually.
I think we're pressing a little too close to the what is a sport? This is definitely not a sport realm.
Keep art in art. Sports, it's not, I don't even know, some artistic hooligans invading my sports jock world.
Okay, we're definitely taking
gonna
this
wanna-
a different way.
You're going to want to take your complaints for very different reasons up with Pierre de Coubertin, founder of the modern Olympics. So this is a guy, you know. Look into this guy.
Who does he think he is?
Who wanted to see people trained in body and mind. So pick up your pen and get writing, Olympian. The only reason juried competitions were dropped in 1954 was because artists were deemed to be professionals, so the inclusion of art was seen to run contrary to the spirit of the games.
Oh, why haven't they changed it back yet? Why haven't they brought it back? Because it sucks.
I think I'm pro art in the Olympics because, yeah, I think it would be fun to see, like, somebody have to fucking write a song in, like, 5 minutes. Like, every country writes a song in 5 minutes, and you just get to hear what they sound like. Like, everybody should get a gold medal at the end, you know, but...
Okay, see, that's where the problem is. That's it.
See, that's wild. First of all, that everyone gets a gold medal. Also, is that how you would want art to work in the Olympics? Like speed art?
Yeah, I like the timer aspect of it. Like, you know...
Boy, y'all finna be upset. Y'all are finna be upset when Young Thug wins fucking 10 years in a row. And Kendrick can't get a bid, bro. Y'all gonna be upset, boy.
Can you imagine
hilarious.
just seeing Fruity Loops move at, like, fucking light speed? Just, like...
I'm telling you, it's gonna be some 13-year-old that's been on FL Studio for fucking 17 days straight, no sleep.
Just clicking.
That's crazy.
shit
You think
like
Doug
he's
is one?
playing.
That's wild. Just kind of all the other music in the world.
I just said because I know we got some.
It's gonna,
we got some
it's gonna
sensitive.
be
We got
some.
some
It's gonna be
sensitivity.
some
on here.
weird country every single time. That's gonna make music that people like the Western world has never heard. So they're gonna win.
If everybody gets gold, it doesn't even matter, right?
Everyone should get bronze for art. There's no gold medal. There's just bronzes for everybody.
And number 1. You guessed it. Poodle clipping. Paris, 1900.
He said we gotta win more medals somehow.
Yeah, there's not enough fucking sports out here.
We made too many fucking medals.
Yo, you guys said this shit would last for a month? Dude, we've only got enough sports for a week. It involved 128 competitors performing in front of a crowd of 6,000 in the Bois de la Boulogne Park where they had to
people, bro. This is a problem.
where they had to clip the fur off as many poodles as they could in 2 hours.
Holy shit. 2 hours? Lunch prepared, everything.
Oh my gosh.
I got to take a piss.
For 2 hours.
I gotta take a shit. No, stay in there. Stay in the game.
Oh my gosh, 2 hours is crazy.
Yeah, the author asked some good questions here. How did they know the poodles were the same size? Were they all docile?
Good.
How you get that many poodles that need to be trimmed? Just collecting poodles like 2 months before the Olympics throughout the streets of Paris.
The winner was, for the 1 year they fucking did this, the winner was Avril Lafowl.
French guy, of course. They just won another gold.
He won gold with a total of 17 clipped poodles. Y'all think
In 2 hours? That's it?
I assume that those poodles looked immaculate, though.
There's no electric shavers back then. Probably
Yeah, they were using big scissors.
Still 2 hours.
Yeah, I
assume the
bet
dogs
anyone
were
at
like
PetSmart
rabid,
is
like
beating their ass.
I assume the dogs they intentionally didn't feed for like 4 days straight.
Starving.
Well, those are some crazy anomalies of the Olympic sports. Wonder if there's any other anomalies in this world.
I can give you an anomaly.
No, do tell.
Why is Jason Tatum not playing more in Team USA basketball? Let's talk about it. That's mine.
You're not gonna like your answer. You're not gonna like your answer.
Steve Kerr's answer is what I'll give you.
Steve Kerr's answer.
He said, it's not what I'm not seeing from Jason, it's what I'm seeing from the other guys. And I will say, they're fucking stacked at small forward, power forward.
I mean, I don't know about stacked. It's kind of just
LeBron, KD.
The two best players arguably on the team.
Guy's going crazy.
Well, yeah, that's still only 2 players. I want to call that stacked.
Yeah, I will say, I don't know how they're not finding even, 4 or 5 minutes for the guy.
Brother, if Derek
It's just
White's
like-
getting minutes, Jason should be getting some minutes. Like,
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like Jason Tatum. Like I'm just trying to conceptualize it in my brain. Like this man. Like I don't understand what determines a good basketball player. Because in some terms he's a good basketball player, but in other terms he's not. He's not playing games on Team USA basketball, but he's been first team All NBA the past 3 years. So it's just like I don't understand if people think he's good or people think he's bad. It doesn't make sense in my brain trying to like match these things up. Like I don't know. It's crazy.
what I will say is the general public sphere of basketball hoops that I follow, which I would say I follow like on Twitter a decent amount of like casual fans that are also like casual in the sense they're not like talk show hosts, but like they're really knowledgeable on the sport in the same way like Logan is with football. I get the gist that most of those guys feel that Tatum is a great player, a really, really good player is what I will say, but not a great player. Generally speaking, like they would keep him outside the top 5. Most guys would keep him outside the top 5 in the league, but definitely in the top 15 is where I would say most people have put him in. Nonetheless, if you're going to bring him on the team, like you got to find minutes for him, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's just like at this point, it just seems like there's something out against him, like with Kerr. I don't know.
I think it's a little more reasonable sitting Halliburton too, but also I think he should be playing.
I just don't understand why you have guys on the team if like you're not even gonna give them like a fucking like 4 minutes, like something, like a little bit. Like it's just crazy to me.
Yeah, I just don't understand it, especially since they were doing so poorly in the first half of this game against Serbia. Just like. Yeah. Why? It's not like we were playing well. It's like we were playing poor, and he still didn't see the court. It's just like, if we're playing that poorly, like I'm sure eventually in the fourth quarter, the big dogs figured it out. But it's like you were ready to die with the ship of not playing Tatum to lose this game if the fourth quarter didn't happen. Like, that's where they were on. It's just crazy.
I think part of it, I don't know if, like, again, it could be they have something against Tatum, or I don't know. Like, bro, there's been things, like, I don't know if y'all heard the story about with LeBron, like, back when 2008, like, there was issues with Bron of, like, Coach K did not like him. He was, like, too immature and all that shit, and basically they talked to him. They ended up, like, you know, hopefully kind of, like, shaping him up a little bit with that. But, he, like, at the same time, like, there is no way in this world that they were going to keep Braun off the team. Like, he was the best player, arguably at the minimum top 3 player in the league. Like, you weren't going to keep him off the team, but it's still just like there can be personality clashes. Like, I mean, Kerr, you just don't know. I just don't see why Tatum would have. Tatum doesn't seem like the type that would be like immature or have like a reason to have personality clashes in the same way like a young LeBron may have. So it's kind of confusing if that is the case.
I think that's honestly why it's kind of happening, because I think he's one of the few players on the team that I feel like would make the least big deal out of it.
Yeah.
At least like publicly. So it could just be, could be just taking advantage of that. Could be, I don't know, just like coming off of last Olympics where he was like the second leading scorer at the gold medal team, and it was like kind of like it's just like Tatum's kind of like leading Team USA into the future. It's like this will be the main guy for the next few Olympics once the older guys leave, because LeBron didn't play in the last Olympics, neither did Steph, and KD played, but the other two didn't, and some other guys didn't. And it's just like we're heading towards one thing, and then this Olympics comes in, and Steve Kerr just kind of of course you gotta give people who it's their last time, like Steph and LeBron, like you gotta give them their moment, but it's also like you began the Tatum coronation last Olympics, and you just like now you're not playing him like at all, like 0 minutes, and it's just like I feel that's just like that's crazy. That's like literally crazy. Like you're mortgaging your future for people right now because you can't find a single minute for this man.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't see. I would disagree with him, but maybe he doesn't see Tatum as like a piece for the future, like a centerpiece. Again, I think that's crazy. I think he definitely is going to.
Yeah, which would be crazy. Which would be crazy.
But I mean, there's no other reason. Like to me, like it's his job to either he thinks that the team is like stacked enough that he doesn't have to worry about that type of shit, and he can play whoever he wants, or he's an idiot. One of the two. Like I mean, the team is.
Then don't sit Tatum both times. Sit Booker. Sit Bam. Sit. Why is it Tatum both times? Like sure you said Joel once, but that was they called it like an injuries. I forgot what they called it, but it was something weird, and Joel was being Joel. I saw a few of his flops in the Olympics. It's hilarious. But
he was a dog last game.
Yeah, last game, 8 for 11, 2 for 3 from 3.
He did have a needed game last game.
Yeah, I could definitely see sitting Booker. And maybe even getting some of Anthony Edwards' minutes. He hasn't been doing anything too special.
I really let LeBron do this, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, what we have seen out of the big dogs who are playing is some pretty dramatic stuff. Yeah, especially in that last Serbia game, that comeback in the fourth quarter where they outscored them by 17 points to win the game by 4 points.
I mean, before that, to be honest, Curry was kind of being doo-doo.
Yeah, but he had 9 threes in that game.
Yeah, I mean, that game, yeah, he went absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, that was another thing of I've seen people talking about is like, you know, Curry really should probably have some minutes cut for how he's been playing. Like, but you know, because of the alignment with, you know, Kerr and all that, it seems like he may not be willing to do that with him. Which, I mean, I kind of get, but like at the same time, you know, you guys are playing different roles. You're not on the Warriors. You're on Team USA. Like, you can't just abide by loyalty like to that degree. Like, if it's hampering the team.
I can assure you, if it was Joe Mazzulla coaching the team, Jason would be getting a lot more minutes.
Yeah, I mean, true. It would in the same way. Yeah, if it was flipped, I definitely think that would be the case.
I saw some stats about it. One, the top or the 5 lowest USA minutes on the basketball team. All from the Eastern Conference, and all the top are from the Western Conference. So that was interesting. Also saw something where someone said, "Could you imagine, like in the Warriors, like prime of winning championships, if Clay, Steph, and Draymond were on the Olympic team, that Steve Kerr would 100% play them together at multiple points because of their chemistry. Yet they have the most recent NBA champion, Tatum, Holiday, and White, have not seen the floor together once. The whole USA, the whole Olympic run, the 3 of them have not been on the floor at the same time. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of wild, actually.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's just like built-in chemistry you could easily take advantage of, and he's just like, no.
Yeah.
Who are the
at least
3
having
lowest?
2 of them? 3 lowest got to be
game.
Tatum, White, and
Tyrese?
Halliburton.
Yep.
So Drew and Bam have been getting at least decent run.
Yeah,
Drew's been starting.
Drew's started a couple times. Bam is the only one, I think, who beat out a Western Conference player for most minutes.
Probably Anthony Davis.
Probably him. But yeah, him like Joel Embiid. Anyone else from the East has not had more minutes than a Western Conference player.
And all this while Bogdan Bogdanovic is getting 31 minutes on the Serb team.
As he should.
Yeah, he almost did enough in that game. Him and Jokic. Joke went 0 for 6 from 3, though. Still had 11 assists.
Yeah, triple-double today.
Nice.
I think it's the sixth man to do that.
That's crazy. Need to get fucking Slovenia qualifying for the fucking Olympics. Goddamn Greeks. Kicked us out of the Olympics.
Luka is one of the guys that has a triple-double in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Thank God for
Unfortunate
Yugoslavia.
though. 4 more years.
Thank God for who?
That would be so crazy, dude.
Yugoslavia
Oh my
still
god.
existing. Be Jokic and Luka on the same team.
If only we could have kept our country's national borders the same place they were after World War One. Kept everybody who was in charge.
U.S. should submit a West Coast team and an East Coast team.
Bring back the Ottoman Empire.
Is there?
They were still a thing after World War One, right? Or
No,
did that
they
end
were.
after World War One.
They became Austria and Hungary.
Okay. Because I remember looking at like some
because
maps.
of World War One.
Yeah, I remember looking at maps like pre-World War One and post-World War One, and like thinking in high school, like, damn, 100 years ago, the Ottoman Empire was like still a thing. Pre like, World War One, and it'd been there for a while.
Some people say that it was the last remnant of the Roman Empire. Like, that's the latest you could say Rome officially died, was the dissolution of the Ottoman Empire in World War One, because the seat of power moved to Constantinople.
Empires really be falling.
Oh gosh.
It was Rome East there for a while. They were trying to get the West team back together.
One last run, I promise.
But no, Austin, that is a good idea. They should separate into East and West Coast for.
Bro, we should see
States.
what the lineups would be for both.
So what do you mean, East and West Coast?
Like teams in the
Nobody
East,
from the
teams in
mid.
West.
No, I'm saying, like, is it like Western Conference, Eastern Conference, or is it like geographically where they're from? Where does the Midwest fall?
I was thinking more on the conferences, but I guess
That
we
work.
could. Yeah, I think conferences would probably make the most sense.
That'd be easiest.
So basically, send the All-Star teams to the Olympics.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could have a little bit more fun. I'm sure there's a couple all stars that. I guess how many teams or players get picked for the All Star game?
Like 12.
Per team?
10,
Right, but they
12.
draft them. So we keep.
No, not anymore. They do just East versus West now.
They switch it back.
Yeah, they went back. At least this past year.
Finally.
Yeah.
NFL tried that too. It didn't work out too well except for the first year.
They gotta find a way to make the fucking that like
There is-
stuff actually matter, man.
There is no more Pro Bowl game though. It's flag football now.
Yeah, that'll help.
That could be interesting.
Done it the last 2 years, I think. Definitely this year. I thought they've done it the last 2 years, but it's more entertaining because the players are actually trying and they're not getting hit, and it's kind of fun seeing how elusive some of them are, not getting their flags tugged. So
Yeah, that shit's cool. What an anomaly of sports.
Okay, I actually fuck it. I'll have a quick one. I have between two. I was gonna do some sport anomalies, but we kind of went sport crazy. So we're gonna go with the fun and sort of out of the blue sort of. This is a very Austin anomaly. Okay, in my hands, we see two things, and that is the last zero sugar Code Red in my fridge. And probably the fourth cherry soda, zero sugar 7-Up. And for the first time ever on the pod, I think it is time for us to do a taste test. Because I want to know how much different these two really taste, you know? Both cherry sodas, one for the one time.
That tastes a lot different.
We're about to find out.
I'm gonna put that idea in your head now. They're really different.
Don't spoil me.
Code Red, as pure as ever.
Tastes like water.
Oh, man. That's
Tastes like life entering my body.
They're similar for sure.
Aw. That's where you went wrong.
Dog, you have not had. You have. So, I would say, yeah, 7-Up definitely still has got that like bitter sort of Sprite sort of vibe going, and Code Red just maintains that smooth sweetness that you really are edging for every time you take a sip.
Shit dogs freak.
So yeah, they're good, but not a sufficient replacement for me. I will dearly miss this bottle once I finish it in about 3 minutes. But yeah.
How you gonna drink those sodas now? You're gonna take like a sip of, each, or you're gonna totally finish off one first?
I think I'm gonna totally finish off one and then move to the next one.
You're casting one out to be a warm soda.
I'm thinking I'm gonna throw it in the fridge. I think that's the game plan.
That's a long walk.
You're not wrong. It kind of is a little bit of a walk. I see,
Logan, anything on your mind, sir?
Logan or fucking Chris is out here firing off fucking fantasy football moves.
He's out here shooting fucking
Is he
pigeons.
really? Okay, I see.
What the hell?
I know Peyton dropped somebody too.
Yeah, Payne dropped, so then
I got to drop a couple people as well.
Yeah, I got to find one more person to drop to activate my taxis and an IR guy.
Yep. My anomaly is gonna be sports. It's gonna be real easy.
Is there?
Frank Gore Sr. And we were just talking about the NFL running back. The average lifespan of a running back is 2.5 to 3 years. He played 16 seasons at running back. He played a long time. I think he's top 3 in career rushing yards. But
thought he was 2.
he might be 2. I don't know. I know Emmett's 1. I don't even know who the other. There is someone else.
Marion Barber?
Barry
No.
Sanders. I think Barry Sanders is up there.
Barry Sanders was going to be one of my anomalies. I was going to rattle off the 88 or 91, whatever year it was, Oklahoma State, where he went.
Oh, he is 3. 2 is Walter Payton.
Okay. Yeah, because NFL running backs don't play that long. Zeke, as we've seen, was considered top 3 for a few seasons, but he's 28 now, and his body is broken down. You can tell.
Boy,
Najee Harris
he looked
is
thick.
another one. Huh?
He looked thick.
That's all that muscle, bro. Trying to be like Derrick Henry. But yeah, Najee Harris is another one. He's only played, I think he's entering his 4th season, and he looks like he's played for 15.
A running back really fucks you up. It's crazy.
Yeah, especially for Frank Gore, when he was at Miami in college, he was extremely injury prone. I think he definitely tore his ACL once. And I want to say he tore it twice. He tore it twice in college.
Frank did?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's crazy. I did not know that.
Looks like the same one that's on the left knee. It was a 3rd round draft pick and never had any injury problems in the NFL.
That's a lucky dog
Crazy.
right there.
Yeah, we will never see another running back do what he did in terms of longevity.
Bijan?
All right, let's chill. But yeah, that'd be mine.
Does a running back ever come back after like a couple shitty seasons?
Probably. I can't think of any recently.
Well,
As usually-
you mean like bad or like hurt?
Bad.
Usually not. Usually it's like the other way. It's like we sometimes get like a one-off. Like Miles Sanders was recently with the Eagles, had a great one season there. After he left and signed his contract, hasn't been any good. It's
What about like
rare.
Michael Turner? Was he like really that good before?
But he played behind LT. That was the difference.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to think because I thought you were going to say from injury, and I would be like Adrian Peterson tore his ACL in December and won the MVP the following season, which is also an anomaly, actually, ironically
Sure.
enough. But yeah, I don't know of any running back that's had a bad few seasons to come back and have a good to great one. Oh, Doug Martin. Doug Martin had a great
Holy
rookie
shit.
year,
Good
was
pull.
bad for a couple of seasons, and then had a great 4th season and was never good again.
Nice. Damn. I'll tell you one guy who has. Go ahead, Chris.
I was just gonna say, I feel like Logan's a sleeper agent. He just has to. My name has to be said just instantly. Doug Martin.
His nickname was Muscle Hamster as well,
Muscle hamster.
or Dougernaut.
Dougernaut is crazy.
Dougernaut and muscle hamster is crazy.
Those are both wild.
I swear
Pretty
to
sure
God,
Dougernaut got used on the King of Queens at some point.
That goes hard, dude.
Muscle Hamster was from when he was a kid, I guess, and then Dougernaut, I'm assuming, was as he got older in college or NFL.
Yeah, that's awesome.
One guy who has been an absolute Dougernaut and had a consistent career of, fucking having that strap, hitting those middies, hitting those threes, maybe going in for a dunk every once in a while. 4 Olympics now. Kevin Durant.
The greatest offensive player of all time.
Let's send it out on a quote.
Didn't hear Dirk Nowitzki's name.
Send it out on a quote by Kevin Durant on patriotism. When asked about patriotism and playing for Team USA. Quote, a lot of bullshit happens in our country, but a lot of great things happen too.
I saw that quote earlier this morning.
Shit warm your heart.
It's kind of like this guy.
So, in that spirit, I think we can root for Team USA. About 2 hours now.
Yep.
USA.
Shit, dogs, USA. Shit, dogs, USA. All 4 shit dogs for president.
That'd be wild.
And cut it.